Welcome to Twist and Shout. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Amen. Amen. God bless you. All right, y'all. So, story time, right? I don't know why I didn't start off with this, but anywho, it just came to me. But shoot. All right. We're going to go way back. Like, way back. It's to when I first decided to, cut my hair. And I knew I didn't just want to do a regular symmetrical cut, because those styles, they don't fit in ponytails. They don't have any shape or anything, and it kind of limits you to, how to present your hair. So I said, you know what? I was feeling how I used to get my hair cut in college at Lip City. It was a salon behind the school, and she was experienced in natural hair and, just giving silk wraps without having to perm your hair. And she did an amazing job, like amazing. And you'll see by the picture. And I was like, you know what? I want that. Like, I didn't mind that length. That would still get rid of my ends and help me transition. So I said, I'm not going all the way to Lip City, because I was back at home to my mom's house in Corrine. So I decided to go just a town or two over, and local stylist, older lady, me and my sister went together, but she just came for support. Like, we was always riding together. And so I went to, I showed her the picture of how my hair used to be, and I said, hey, this is what I want. So she had proof. So I sat down, and while I was waiting, I noticed that it was like kids coming in to get like ponytail hairstyles and just blowouts, and, simple, doesn't take much effort stuff, nothing, not a silk wrap, which, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying it's the hardest thing to do, but to silk wrap natural hair, it takes some skills and some patience. So, and mind you, I was a couple years natural by now. Like, I done grew some inches, I done had my little weird ends, and I was just like, look, I'm ready to do this. I wasn't confident enough to do like the big chop, like start from the beginning, but I wish I had. And I'll tell you why. So boom, I sit down, finally gets to me, and I show her the picture. She seemed confident, didn't say much. One thing that kind of, just mind you, I kind of was nervous and scared. So I'm like, man, I don't even want to look at it until it's done. So I do remember she did her process, the shampoo, the washing, all that went okay. Nothing to complain about. And she started clipping. Mind you, I couldn't see. And then she spun my chair around where I'm facing my sister, and my sister just looked like this. And I was like, is it bad? And she was like, you ain't done? Like, just, I don't know, it's not done yet. But I knew then that, okay, a lot of hair was going. Like, because I've never ever have gotten my hair cut ever in my life. Besides clipping my own ends, but that don't count. So I'm sitting there like, oh God, like, I'm getting impatient. Like, I really want to see what's up, but I don't want to look in the mirror. And I had an opportunity to do so, but I hurry up and say, I ain't gonna do it, because I don't want to ruin the moment, or I don't want to judge the ugly part, for the end. Because, when you first get it straightened out or blowed out and clipped, you just like, all right, I don't want to see it right now. Okay, so she went to say, or I felt her edging me up, right? So at this point, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm used to that, because I have to edge my own hair, because I'm a naturally hairy person. So, yeah, I was okay until I felt air on my neck. Like, okay, this is a little too much air. This is, I don't know, has it been that long since I fixed my kitchen? Like, I didn't know. Like, I was like, oh, snap. So at this point, I'm like, okay, Lord, like, come on, like, I think I made a mistake. Like, then and there, I felt like, okay, I want to just get up and run. But obviously, I'm here now, so whatever. The worst case scenario, I just kept thinking about all the ways I could cover my hair at this moment. Like, imagine, I have not even seen the full picture. I was just like, okay, I'm going to go get braids. I'm going to get cynically, like, I'm just thinking, like, in my head, like, okay, this is what I'm going to do when I leave here. Like, preparing to redo what another hairstyle, basically, for the most part. So she's cupping and she's trimming, and I just threw it out there. I said, okay, how much for the cut? She said 55, and I said, I'm thinking in my head like, she charged me 55 to cut my hair. So I think I text somebody and was asking like, does it sound about right to you? And it was like, plus or minus. And it's like at the end of the day, you are in a salon. And mind you, it's been a while, and because I usually got a lot done for a good amount in Elizabeth City, I was just thinking like, I don't know that, I don't know. But I said, you know what, it's only $50. Ain't like I didn't have it. So, but I did remember I had to go to the bank after, and I told her that I had to run around the corner to the bank. But once she started straightening and stuff, and mind you, I'm trying to figure out, even, I'm going to ask my sister when I run into her again or text her. I'm like, do you remember at what point did she do this? Because towards the end, she said, and I did tell her I was natural, and I told her how long from the beginning, and asked her, was she okay, or could she work with it? She said, yes. Okay. At this point, when she finished, she trimmed my back or whatever, and she's getting the straightener, and she's straightening my hair, and she's bumping, and she's cutting, and she's clipping, and she clip, like that's all I heard was snip, 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 like for an hour, just snip, 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 snip. And I'm like, oh, she got it right, because she kept going back here, going back, just doing a lot. And she finally says, let you know I had to perm your edges. And I said to myself, what do you mean perm my edges? And she was like, yeah, that's why I have to charge you the 55, because technically I had to perm your edges. And I said, in my mind, I'm like, why would you have to perm my, like, you see, I'm just baffled at this moment. I'm like, I told you I was natural, and I have not put a perm in my own hair. Why would I want you to put a perm in my hair? And at this point, like, I've been telling people, and they say, you know what, you probably should have asked for your money back. But I was like, you know what, I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and that kind of always gets me put in between a rock and a hard place or in the bind, because I always think like, okay, it must be something I did. Like maybe I didn't communicate well enough. Maybe my hair didn't look natural because I kept it straight. I just kept replaying, just keep thinking of all the ways and things that, hey, maybe it was my fault. But anywho, so the final touch and stuff, and I looked on my sister, and she was just like, it look all right. And for her, her eye can be, I wouldn't do it, or her eye could be, I can see this working. It could be either or. And I finally looked, and I was like, oh snap, she really cut my hair. So, and I'm gonna show y'all the picture, and it was like, and obviously y'all seen the picture where I asked for, where it was just a little net cut, and I was just like, what in the Tina Turner mama is this? Like, what? That's not even a style. Like, it's not even a style. Now, mind you, I owned it. Like, I posted pictures. Now, the first day that I posted a picture, I was like, I don't even like it. But what I did was I went in, wrapped it and greased it on my scalp, and do what I know how to do to make my hair as flat as possible to kind of give it a somewhat different shape. And I'll post that picture too, so you can see. And it was just like, why? Like, I mean, even now looking back, I'm looking at that picture like, how did you get that from that? And even today, I'm like, you know what? There's no way. Because at first, I went to go back looking at my old pictures, and I was like, you know what? Let me see, before I even tell this story, if there's any way for this to somehow still be my fault. And I looked. My picture was very clear, very colorful. You can clearly see where my hair is. And then you see that picture or the result of what she did, and it was like, I think you tried it. Like, not in a bad way, but because like I said, she was older, maybe about 50, 55. So what this style may have presented in her eyes versus what I actually showed her was obviously misleading, and I had to pay the price for it. And I think even now, my edges has not grown back to its full potential at all. It is very brittle. It's very sensitive, very prone to breakage. And I'm at my wit's end. Like, I don't know, I'm trying all these different hair growth things and everything. And even with the Jew Grow and Suffer 8, If you have not seen that video, please check that video out. It should be the one right below this one. I can see and feel the new growth everywhere else, but my edges, the only thing that worked with my edges was my own herbal oil. However, because I'm doing this challenge, I've slacked off on that. So I went through postpartum shedding, whatever. I did my own herbal oil, and my edges grew back. And mind you, they was out like by a whole braid when I got my sew in. That's how bad my edges and my shedding was. But man, listen, true story, word of advice. Natural hairstylists and natural salons are new. Like, there aren't too many, especially in my small area in North Carolina. Like, you have to go up to get to one. I would say if you don't have to, don't be specific, or let their job be minimum. Like, maybe, hey, just cut my ends and work with that. Because, man, if they aren't skilled in doing natural hair, because mind you, natural is a thing that resurfaced a couple years ago, and the salons and people are just now mastering what to do. And a lot of people still stuck on hiding your hair, like hiding your hair texture, like perming and straightening and relaxers and all these things. And it's not worth it. Like I said, like my edges still, they grew back, but they only tend to grow out about this much. As you can see, like, they don't really go beyond that point. And I know, for without a shadow of a doubt, that I used to have enough edges to flat iron with my hairstyles and my sew-ins. So I definitely had edges before. And I'm gonna insert a picture of one particular style, where I just added weave back here, and my hair was out here and here, and it blended pretty well in my opinion. The picture looks kind of rough because I think I had been sweating or working out or something, but you can clearly see that, hey, I had edges. But now, as you can see, my front is just suffering, and I'm doing all I can to redeem it, but it's getting hard and it's getting frustrated because you're watching literally everywhere else on your hair grow except for your edges. And you want a sense of unison, like uniform, like you want all your hair to be the same. And I will admit, naturally, your edges, most people's edges do not grow as long as the other or the longest strands, but at least be to a point where it can be camouflaged and not, you know, try to be gelled down and hidden and flat back up and, you know, just look silly. But that's my little story, and I'm just sharing with you guys. Like I said, be careful, be wise, be smart, and I don't know, hopefully that won't have to happen to you guys. And if, of course, if you have any experience or situations similar, please comment below. I would like to, you know, just talk, like just have a chit chat, open chit chat. Like, what happened to you guys? What mistakes have you made? What salons did to you? What salons you wouldn't recommend without, you know, being too trashy? Like, don't, because as you see, I didn't mention the salon name. It is local, and it was a local woman, but I'm not going to throw them under the bus. But I just want to make an awareness that you have to be wise and watch where you go. Like, don't just go in and everywhere. So that's my story. That's how my chop went. That's how I went wrong. And let's try to, you know, grow some nice, luscious, healthy hair with wisdom. Amen.